Yo, what's up? This your girl Kimmy. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to start your own venue, whether it's a cafe, nightclub, library, whichever it is. This is at least my step on how I first started, and this is my, I guess you could say, personal opinions. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into the first step. Okay, so the first step, which is a theme or idea. Now, this is one of the most important things, at least in my perspective, of running a venue. You want to have an idea, you know, whether it's a bar, whether it's a cab, whether it's a nightclub, whatever the case might be, you have to have some type of idea and you have to have a blueprint with that idea. If you don't have that theme that you want to do, there is really no point in opening a venue. That's just self-explanatory. So, um, I would say do research on what this theme may be. So, if let's say, for instance, you want to run a nightclub, then I would research on how a nightclub is operated, or at least what goes inside um, within a nightclub. Like, say, for instance, decoration, or um, I don't know, menu, etc., drinks. This is just if you want to run a nightclub, okay? There's different things. Like, say, for instance, if you want to make a ramen shop, look up stuff that you would need in order to make a ramen shop. Like, say, for instance, Google ramen shop in your local area, or just in general, how do you make or create a ramen shop, and do it in that game. So pretty much with every theme that you come up with, just try to research as much as possible, and that's pretty much the first step. Actually, it's not really. The second step is creativity. So, without a creative mindset, or at least imagination, then you're not gonna come up with anything. And that still falls within the first category, which is a theme. In order to have a theme, you gotta have creativity. You gotta be creative, and that's just pretty much what that is. Creativity. Some people just don't have it. Some people like to be inspired by others, which is fine, it's not a problem. Some others will take an idea from somebody else and use it for their own. I've seen this done plenty of times throughout the years that I've been a venue owner, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that it is the right thing to do, because it's really not. I mean, you can do it, there's nobody holding you back, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's not creative. So why would you use somebody else's idea that's not yours? It doesn't feel good. Well, at least to me, it doesn't feel right using an idea that somebody else already had. You know, you can take that idea and implement it into your own craft, but just, oh wow, lemon bomb, let me snatch that off you and then use it at my venue, or use it on my events, and then say, yeah, that's mine. I mean, I guess, but it just makes you look trash. But I mean, that's just me being real. But creativity, best thing. If you don't have it, then that's understandable. But if you do have it, then you will definitely see a difference around you. The next part we're going to talk about is a location. So you want to have a location to build your venue. If you don't have one, then everything that I'm going to say, or that I am talking about, is completely irrelevant. And I would advise you to, I mean, if you want to watch the videos, you can, but I would advise you to get a proper location and then go from there. Most people, they usually start at an apartment. You can do that. I recommend you to start in an apartment just to get the feel of things and stuff like that. And if you want a small, then I say go and upgrade to a small. And if you want a medium large, then so on and so forth. Just keep upgrading until you feel comfortable and this is what you want to do. Now, I will say that you don't need a large to be successful. You really don't. And that's what most people think, is that, oh, if I have a large house, I can have a nightclub, this and that, and it'll be successful. No, there has been plenty of large house, medium house that I've seen that have been fucking dead. And that's not a disrespect to anybody. That's just what it is. It's been completely fucking flat-footed dead. So don't think because you have a good decor or you, I don't know, have a large that you're gonna attract people. Sometimes that may be the case, but again, don't think that. So get an apartment, start small. You don't need a house yet, and go from there and test the waters out. And when you feel like you're comfortable enough to take that next step to get a small house, then do so. And then when you feel like, hey, I can really get into the, groove of this shit, so let's step it up a notch, go to the mediums, and then go to a large. And then that's pretty much it. A key tip that I want to, teach y'all is that you want to always have your own. Never mooch off of anybody else. Not mooch off, but don't take any type of, what's the word? Fuck. I'm trying to find out how to say it. I'm just going to say it bluntly. Don't use anybody else's location. So if you want to start your own venue and your friend is offering you their house or their FC, unless you know them IRL or unless you knew them for 6 to 7 years, I wouldn't take that offer. If you just met this person within 2-3 months, 4 months in, don't do it. Because anything can happen within that time. Anything can happen where an argument can happen, even if you didn't start the argument. It could be a disagreement or something. And that person will take that shit from you and kick you out of their shit, and you have nothing. You gotta start from the beginning. So, best thing for you to do is just start at your fucking location, your apartment. It only costs like $500K, I think, just to fucking get an apartment, and just start from there. That's it. For this video, funding. You want to have some type of funding, okay? So, funding will help in the long run as far as upgrading to getting your first location, to outfits, to items on the menu or items that you can craft to put on your menu, to pay your staff, etc., etc. Funding is a big thing. There are ways to get funds. If you want to work at a venue, another venue, or other multiple venues and stuff, just to save up that money, you can do that. If you want to craft, gather, you can also do that too. If you want to, let's say, run maps, you can, because running maps actually gets you a lot of money, especially at the beginning-ish of an expansion. So let's say, for instance, 6.0 comes out and new maps are available, or whenever they're available. You want to make sure that you rush at that bitch ASAP and make as much money as possible. Like, say, for instance, right now, this is a perfect time to start crafting up potions, food, for the next expansion. Now, keep in mind that yes, it will be old, but it takes maybe 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer, depending on the crafter, to learn to make a macro in order to make the new potions and food. And even then, it's still going to take time. So that old potions, tinctures, food will still be relevant, and it's going to skyrocket. So take advantage of that shit right now. That's if you want to make a venue. If you want to create a venue, do this right now, and you'll see the outcome of that. But funding is a very important thing, so keep that in mind. You are going to want to have a staff. Staff is the most important thing with having this venue that you want to make successful. How to gain staff members? it's pretty much personal preference. I know people who use Party Finder in order to gain staff. I know people who use Discords, advertisement Discords within, you know, their data center. There's even people who actually, you know, get their friends involved with that. And I think, me personally, I think doing any type of RP with your friends is actually fun. I remember when I first started out, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. We started out as a RP restaurant, like just a SFW restaurant, and it just took off from there. Just doing things with your friends is just the memories that you'll have later down the line. It's just it's fun. It's real fun. Other than that, that's pretty much it as far as staff wise. So we've covered the creativity, we've covered the theme, we've covered the staff and the funding and stuff. So now we're gonna just give you the quick rundown. And the quick rundown is everything that's not as important, and it doesn't have to happen right away. Websites. People may say that you need a website. You really don't need a website. And if you don't know how to make one, you can just use macros. It gets very annoying to certain patrons, but I mean, it's what you got, you know what I'm saying? Just do what you have to do. When I first started, I used macros and had macros for like excuse me, macros for like menus and stuff like that. Just do what you gotta do, you know? So if you're good at that, use it. If you want a website, then go for that. A Discord. When I first started out, the Discord wasn't a thing. Like, it was a thing, but it really wasn't as popular. So we didn't have Discord. We had like TeamSpeak and shit like that. So if you want to create a Discord, you can. It's really not important. And I hate when people say that, oh, well, it's important to have a website and it's important to have a Discord. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, no one's gonna look at your fucking website. They'll look at the Discord before the website. So Discord is kind of 50-50. In my opinion, it's not important, but who knows. Just pretty much having fun is one of those key things that you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something or your venue is garbage or whichever the case might be. There's a lot of venues that I've said over the past that are garbage. And is that the way you want to go? No, but I'd rather be honest than lie to you. So, you don't want to be like that. It will get you a lot of people that's gonna hate you, and you don't want that shit on your head. I don't mind it. I love the confrontation, so it's whatever to me. But if you are a non-confrontational person, just kind of stay to yourself. Do what you gotta do. Don't be so involved with the community. Just kind of just be yourself and just do what you have to do, and just be around your friends and shit, and just keep it going. Oh, and one other important thing, you want to network as much as possible. So that means going to different data centers and servers, talking to people. That means talking to other venue owners, partnering with Discords, partnering up with venue owners, asking your friends about their friends about whatever the case might be. Try to network as much as possible. Keep pushing, and don't let anybody bring you down. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not successful, that you can never be successful. Whether this is RP in a game, whatever the case might be, if this is what you love and this is what you want to do, fucking push it out. It all starts with you, and I promise you, if you do everything that I've said from the beginning to this video up until now, you will see a 100% difference, and I fucking promise you. Anyways, I hope y'all like these videos. I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't feel like it was necessary, because I thought that this shit was like kind of, you know, simple, but I guess it's not simple to certain people. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I don't know, come by TvR, say what's up to me. Not even just to come to the venue, just come, you know, to the place in general. Just be like, hey, what's up, give me a head pat, and then fucking run away. I don't give a fuck. Or just come and just chill with me, you know. Anyways, I'm out. I love y'all, be safe, and fuck the haters. Keep doing what you're doing. Love ya. See ya.